go, sir.
Streaming in general. I'm gonna talk about an announcement maybe in a bit. And we're gonna talk about. I don't think we're gonna talk about the things you guys we're gonna talk about. So if you want me to talk about that, you can leave. I don't care. Right. I think we should go ahead by introductions. Punch has his own stream, by the way, guys. It's a Lord Punch with an X instead of an O. If you guys want to check him out, give him a follow. He plays League of Legends mainly, I think. And second of all, if any of you want to come on stream, let me know on Discord. I should be able to get you in, but in case I can't, don't take it personally. I just don't want drama to be included in my stream. Thank you. I'm gonna take a 6-month hiatus from Twitch, and I've already prepared for that due to physical recovery and physical development. This has been a long time coming. It's been something I've had since birth, and it's something I don't like to disclose to the public, and it won't be disclosed today. I think people have a very weird perception of myself. I honestly most of the time have no malicious intentions, and people mistake my wanting to help for wanting to maybe overtake. I think that's true, and I am a perfectionist. I have my own personality. I'm very difficult to deal with, which is understandable. I know all these things. I'm just very what's it called? I'm just very aware of my current situation on Twitch. Also, this guy doesn't want my money for some reason, so he might not come to my club. This is my last offer. Okay, fine. Cool. I actually don't have that list. We could go from the first question. What should we do? Should we do? Let me open up that list. No, I've got it. So, first thing I want to ask is what's a community like? What makes a community? What defines a community? And how do you manage that community in an effective manner? Punch, you go.
You mean what's a community stream team or?
Anything you want to add? To be honest.
I mean, I think a community, it's like a group of people that help each other to grow up.
Yeah.
So grow up, I mean, grow up your stream, grow up personally. Well, yeah, that's it. It's like a short answer, but
yeah,
that's it.
I agree with that answer. I think also a lot of communities on Twitch specifically have very specific community rules which are in place for a reason, and they should most of the time be stuck to unless it's a different scenario. Like in a job, when they have legislations, they have laws, they have rules, and you have to follow those rules whether you like it or not. But I think the difference between the job and Twitch is that there's no rules on Twitch. Well, there is terms of service which you're meant to abide by, but in just like as long as you keep the terms of service in mind when you're committing an action, I think there is some sort of that should be implemented in most Twitch-based communities, and most game-based communities. But game-based communities are very different from Twitch, because game-based communities are more edgy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. What do you think about like how should a manager approach its community?
Where your mic cuts off the voice, so.
Say again. Oh, is my mic cutting off?
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I just wanted to ask what makes a manager a good manager in terms of community management scenarios?
I think, I mean, community managers are supposed to help people in their own community. That it's not like, let's say that in a community there are like different people. Talking about a stream community, we can see like famous streamers who have like a lot of viewers average, and then there are like medium average streamers and low average streamers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a community manager should help should help
Their
or
community.
prioritize low average streamers. But instead of that, community managers prefer to help high average viewers streaming, because it's like, personally for the these community managers, it's like, I don't know what to say, like better for their careers, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
But yeah, things should change. I mean, people join to a community because they think that probably they will be famous or something like that,
Yeah,
but it's not that.
yeah. I agree completely. I really personally I don't really care about fame. I couldn't give a fuck. I don't think fame is. I think fame is overrated by a lot, but I also think that acknowledgement is a big factor in communities, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what draws people in is acknowledgement, and at the end of the day, if someone wants to be acknowledged, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, so. I could refer to the next question. Like, how does one create a community?
Well, as I said, a community is managed by someone that it's not famous, but he has like contacts and, boy, yeah, we could say famous. So basically, a person who has like a bit of fame, or a guy who has contacts,
Mm-hmm.
start to recruit people.
Mm-hmm. So community management is all about contacts in a way, if you really think about it.
Well,
Because
yeah, it is.
yeah, yeah. And then like if it's about contacts, then how does he manage the community, which is his main job description?
Well, I don't know. Mm, my English is not that good to explain that. I mean, community managers sometimes, as I said, prefer fame or like, yeah, fame or money,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why help like the main um, composers or streamers on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Interesting. I would agree with you, to be honest. I think most community managers are currently looking out for more money than they are for actually improving themselves. That's what's wrong with the role in terms of professionally.
Yeah.
I know a lot of community managers, but I don't know them personally. They're just acquaintances, obviously, because they're community managers. If they knew all of the community, they would probably not be doing a good job. I know a specific person that works at Riot Games, and he does a really good job because he kind of gives up his personal life to improve himself in a career manner, if you know what I mean.
Well, I think that Riot Games is like it's not like a company that makes works for money, 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 money. I mean, Riot Games try to help their employees,
Yeah.
and they treat it like so good. And also, I think that um, if Riot Games hire you and you start to work with him, Riot Games, I think that you don't feel like lonely or well, yeah, lonely. I mean, it's a company that try to help their employees even if they are news or yeah, that's it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I was just trying to piece together what you were saying. That's why I'm quiet.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree completely. I think in terms of community management, every streamer should have a community manager, like big streamer, not small streamer. I think small streamers can manage without one, right?
Mm, yeah, I mean, I, I think that uh, the community manager job it's really overrated. I mean, you
Yeah,
can deal with everything you want,
yeah,
even if you don't have a community manager. So,
yeah. I agree. I think
I
all.
mean, it,
Go ahead.
oh, um, obviously, yeah, a community manager helps to progress or grow personally or grow the stream. But yeah, I think that they are overrated. So,
Yeah, I think it should be called something differently. I think it should be
hmm,
maybe community influencer. Maybe that's a really good job title for for that manager.
yeah, could be, yeah.
I think all gaming companies need a community manager, and if you do something else like technology, you need to call it something else that fits your industry, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Um, how does one like go about uh not creating, but how does one go about in growing a community?
what?
How does one grow their community?
Um, it's hard to get like a big community. I think that the main point is to be like if we talk about stream community, it's
Yeah,
like have like a stable schedule, um, like wait some time, create good content, and it's just time until your community or your stream grow up. You can expect to have like from 0 to 10,000 viewers in a day. You know,
yeah. It's a slow building process, that's for sure.
sure.
Okay. And on Twitch, community management is probably. Oh, he's gonna score. Sorry. Community management is probably like a huge Twitch not issue, but a huge thing that they have to do, right?
Well, I don't even know what's going on with Twitch. I mean,
Is it like you don't know because of TwitchCon Europe, or is it like you don't know because they don't have like a general communications outlet?
that's it. I mean, Twitch, it's like Twitch is not communicating with people who use Twitch. So I don't know how community managers are treating streamers or affiliates or just viewers.
Yeah.
There is no
Cool.
communication.
I think they're getting better at affiliate management. Um, they're recently throwing out newsletters for affiliates, which I've noticed because I am affiliated to Twitch. But I think improvements to affiliate handling need to be done, and to community handling maybe needs to be done.
Mm, well, I don't know. I think if we talk about Twitch, um, community managers are not helping at all because about TwitchCon Europe, there are, I think like or five tweets, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
They don't
yeah.
talk about this event, this huge event.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of that, TwitchCon NA, it's like a bigger event, of course, but they are talking more about NA instead of EU that it's coming like in 2 months or less.
Yeah, I think TwitchCon NA is already established, so they're
Yeah.
entitled to only tweet about TwitchCon in A, but in terms of a EU, maybe approach EU in a different manner because NA and EU are very different regions.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that they should talk more about the TwitchCon Europe because it's like in less than 2 months, people was expecting that event so hard, and now that they start to selling some tickets, that's it. We don't have information. We have a schedule,
Yep.
but that's it.
Yeah, I agree completely. Sorry, I'm doing my team. Okay, what about? Okay, I'm just gonna say that Twitch can't have a community manager just because there's billions of communities on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably don't have any community managers. Maybe I don't know the product very well in terms of back management, but I know in terms
You,
of upfront management because I'm here since 2012. So
you mean Twitch manager in general or TwitchCon manager?
no, they have partner managers. I think that's probably the best way to do it. But they should also have a few affiliate managers just so they can communicate with affiliates in a general manner. You
Well,
know. Okay. Uh. Okay. This is a really good question. How does one transition from part-time streaming to full-time streaming?
um, as I said before, you need to get like a stable schedule.
Yeah.
Um, you can't, at least when you start, you can't skip. I mean,
Steps.
if you stream, no, I mean, if you stream from Monday to Friday, 3 hours,
Yeah.
uh, don't skip any day.
Yeah.
Or if you skip that day, uh, make sure that you communicate it to your viewers or whoever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
That's the main point.
So communication is a big factor in community growth.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So you need to manage.
Communication.
You need to manage your community. You need to communicate. Is there like a third step that you need to do in order to grow a community on Twitch?
Well, I think that if you wanna grow up, the main points are communication,
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and yeah, well, be patient.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Very true. And hmm, what about affiliates that are stuck in the 5 to 25 viewer mark? What do they do? What do
Mm,
they need to do to actually grow?
Nowadays, grow up it's harder than before because before there was not content enough. When I mean like, I mean talking if we talk about like 7 years ago, if you started to stream like 7 years ago and you had like a stable schedule, a good content, of course you grew up and you have like big average viewers. But nowadays, I think that affiliates who are stuck in like 20 viewers, um, if they don't be like more creative, or if they don't join communities, or if they don't make contacts or friendships with someone who has like more viewers average, you're gonna get stuck for the rest of their career. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, we're here to discuss opinions. We're not here to keep quiet. Um, cool. And what do you think it takes for a partner to grow from 200 viewers to 1,000?
Um, I think that once you have partner, the thing it gets easier. I mean, people, if you look like a League of Legends player or League of Legends streamer, same elo, same play style, same champion, And if you know that someone is like affiliate, the other one is partner, I think that people tends to watch or prioritize the partner one than the affiliate one. So basically, um, yeah, once you have the partner, you grow up faster, I think.
Okay, so you're saying that if you're affiliate, you need to do some testing, and then if you're a partner, you need to grow. Like you need to have stable growth, but also very small growth, so that
Well,
you're not showing off your initial brand, right?
I think that you can have like peaks of like one day you get like 200 viewers and 2 subs on Twitch, and the other day you can have like 75 viewers average and uh, 0 subs.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, it's like a slow process,
yeah, I
but
understand.
a partner will always grow up.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, let's see. What are we discussing now? Hmm. I made a list, but that list is very short. Okay, actually, speaking of short, short goals. How do you, as a streamer, get short goals and improve yourself?
Well, for me, short goals now it's to establish a new schedule,
Yeah.
upgrade my setup. If I want it, I mean, you don't need to have like a good setup or expensive setup to grow up, but it helps or it motivates you to still to keep streaming and doing streams. Yeah. So basically, short goals is
Mm-hmm.
that it's establish a schedule, um, be creative with your content, and if you stream like a main game who is everyone watching it, um, be the best, I think.
I think
Hello.
Doctor Disrespect approached Twitch in a very good manner. I think he had a plan, had an idea, had the resources because he's a pastime game designer. Not pastime. He's a past game designer. Game designer. Holy shit, words are hard. And I think he stole Twitch's spotlight and made it his own. I think that's a very good way to approach Twitch.
Hmm.
I admire Doctor Disrespect, although he gets a lot of shit because of past mistakes, stupid fucking mistakes. I think he's still a good character, and everyone makes mistakes, if you know what I mean.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, I think what Greek is doing with streaming is also smart but dumb at the same time. Just because if he continues with the same growth and decline every year, eventually people are gonna think, "Oh, he's a scammer. I don't want to subscribe or give him any more money." I think, uh, in terms of Twitch, it's all about selling the product. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Sure.
Hmm. What about Twitch communities? What do they like? How do they contribute towards Twitch?
Mm. I don't think that Twitch communities contribute to help Twitch. I think Twitch communities help, as I said before. We're talking the same thing every all time. Twitch communities help or prioritize the big streamer, and then the low average streamer.
Okay. Now strolling off Twitch. Let's talk about social media now, as a whole. What are the pros and cons of using social media at the moment in 2019?
Well, it's a good way to communicate with your friends, your viewers, your well, in general, a good way to communicate. But also, um, this kind of like Twitter can hurt so hard a person just if we like insult or do write bad comments about that. So it's like 50-50, 50% good and 50% bad, in my opinion.
I think social media in general is
Hmm.
80% bad and 20% good, just because it has too much influence in our world at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, um, social medias can destroy a person. I mean, um, a famous person uh, can be destroyed by social medias in a short periods of time. So
Hmm. Sorry, I'm speaking to you, but I'm also very distracted by Crystal Palace for some reason. So, okay. Do you want to speak about football? You know basic football, right? Because you
yeah, I
support
know.
Barcelona, right?
Nope, I support Atletico.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah, you told me. Okay, so what about Simeone? How do you think he's going to fare in this Atletico job due to his stunt in growth? Because they're always achieving third place, they've become kind of the Tottenham of Spain. What do you think about that?
I think that Simeone it's like the best coach that Atletico and Spanish league ever had in history.
Yep, I can say I agree. I really like Simeone. I think he's got the right vision for the club, and it's gonna take a long time for him to build up Atletico to be a
He,
La Liga contestant team every year. You know?
yeah, he arrived to Atletico when Atletico was not a bad team, but was like in the middle of the leaderboard,
Yeah,
and now it's like the top three team in this league. So
yeah. Hmm.
yeah,
What
he's doing a
about
pretty good job.
Real Madrid's uh stunt in growth and decline in the league? What do you think about that?
Um, Madrid and Barcelona, um, it's like they have really good players, but also really old players.
Yeah,
Not Real Madrid, not too old because they have like new players, younger, but yeah, I think that's a problem because um, if you look at the stars of Real Madrid, they are old as fuck.
yeah,
In if we talk about football career,
yeah. I would agree with you. I'd say Real Madrid is hitting the decline because they
mm,
invested so much into Ronaldo, Bale, and Modric that now they're all, well, not retiring, but pursuing different things, and now they're all. Real Madrid, I think, is gonna crumble for the next 2 years, and then in 2 years' time, they'll finally redo their image when Florentino Perez gets fired, and actually improve the club. This is why I think Barcelona is better than Real Madrid. I think Barcelona is very adaptive to change, but at the same time, they want to stick with their loyal players. You know?
yeah. Well, Barcelona had used to have a really boring gameplay because they were like in the middle of the field during 80 minutes, and then they go aggressive and make some goals, and that's it. But yeah, I think Barcelona it's gonna happen like Real Madrid that they are gonna be not like in the top three teams of the league,
Hmm. Hmm.
but yeah, just in the five first. So
Who's the best La Liga player at the moment?
Can you repeat, please?
Who's the best La Liga player at the moment?
Hmm.
And
Mm,
not counting Messi.
no, no, it's not Messi for me. Um, Saul has a really good potential to be one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, I actually
Mm,
like Saul a lot. I watched a documentary on Amazon Prime called what was it called? Okay, I don't remember the name, but it was about
hmm,
Spanish La Liga, and it was in Spanish. It was really good to watch. It's a really good watch just because they go into Andres Guardado, Saul Niguez, and
yeah.
a couple of other people that I can't remember at the moment.
Also, Ter Stegen is one of the best goalkeepers.
Hmm. What about Valencia at the moment? What's wrong with Valencia?
Um, I don't follow so much the Spanish league,
Okay.
but the problem with Valencia, um, it's like they have a really good start. If they have a really good start with the season, uh, they go like um, from winning to losing a game
Mm-hmm.
in like 10 minutes. I mean, you can start the season or the game um, super good and making some goals,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know why they get confident and then lose the game. I don't know
Do you know what I think is wrong with Valencia?
what's
They
wrong.
always want to hire the biggest players, the biggest stars, and then when the biggest stars don't perform, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, it could be.
I think Guedes, Kondogbia, and whichever players are currently in the team have way
Mm.
too big of an ego at the moment, and they need to tone down and focus on the league and the team, and not the brand. Because football is
Mm.
all about branding nowadays. Oh my god, look at this brand. It's so good. Look, United's brand is so good. Chelsea's brand is so good. People are very brand loyal in general. Therefore, they need to stick by their brand no matter the good times or the bad times or whatever. And I think that's what's going on with United since Fergie retired. We kind of just have to put up with it because we knew it was coming. I mean, it's not like we neglected the fact that he was going to leave and retire. It's just the fact that it's been taking so damn long to actually find stable success.
Yeah. Um, Also, I think that if you have like two players, if you take Saul, for example, and you take Messi,
Yeah,
I think that physically uh, are equally. I mean,
yeah.
Saul could be the new Messi, but what happened with the most of players is that if they play against Real Madrid or Barcelona or big teams, they have in their mind that they are gonna lose, so they are not motivated enough. Um, if they were, mo- what?
Which team are you speaking about in an example at the moment?
No, I'm speaking in general. I mean,
Ah, okay.
if a if low leaderboard club plays again against Barcelona or Real Madrid. So I think that's it. Most of the players or clubs will have in their mind that they are gonna lose against that team because they are super good and super expensive
Yeah.
and those stuffs. But in I think that they could win easily if they go motivated.
Okay. People are saying audio is only on the left side. It could be yours, it could be mine, but hopefully it could be fixed now. I'm not sure because I can't listen to the stream. But thanks for the feedback, guys. Okay, what's currently going on in the Premier League? Do you know what's going on in the Premier League at the moment?
No, I'm not following football this year, so
Okay, that's a very small idea. I've done that a couple of years before. Um, I think currently in the Premier League, for the people that watch it, there's 7 good teams and there's only spot for 3 because only 3 go to the Champions League, and if you go to the Europa League, you're a joke. You're literally a joke because English football is meant to be so good and so prestigious that if you don't go to the Champions League, you are literally out of Europe. I think that's a huge issue in the Premier League at the moment.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I think what's the Premier League has a problem that has really good teams, like as you said, like 6 or 7 good teams that are fighting for the 3 first spots. Um, the difference between Premier League and Spanish League is that because in Spanish League there are 3 teams currently that are Atletico, Madrid, and that are good, and the other ones are like not enough.
I think that's the issue with the La Liga. There's only
Hmm.
4 good clubs or 3 good clubs, depending on your view, and there's only space for one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think entertainment-wise, Premier League is the best league in the world. But I also think skill-wise, La Liga is the best league in the world. And if you want to look at other aspects, like best youth league in the world, I would say maybe Holland. If you want to look at best, there's so many awards for leagues in my mind that I think if you want to watch something, you go watch that something.
Yeah.
Okay. It's good to get an insight on a person that doesn't watch football as much and a person that keeps up with football results. It's just 2 contrasting opinions that work well together, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
gonna about to stay like 10 minutes or less because you need to go because the stream was so delayed.
no problem. I just
Yes, yeah, okay.
It's fine. I'll just play Football Manager. Okay.
Okay.
The last thing I want to transition to from community to branding to football. I want to get your opinion on I'm actually very unsure. Can you suggest something that we should speak about?
Um, you mean about Twitch?
Anything you want.
Politics, kappa. Um,
We
I
could
don't
talk about
know.
politics.
I don't want.
You don't want to
I
talk
don't
about
want.
Catalan?
Nope, I don't
Okay.
want to talk about that.
Okay, no problem. I got you. Mm,
Really controversial topic.
yeah, obviously. Mm, let's talk about politics in. No, let's not talk about that.
Better.
How do we stay off controversy? How do you think, in terms of football, again? How do you think? What do you think is the difference between under 23 football, under 18 football, and main team football?
Mm, you mean I didn't hear the question. You repeat it, please.
I have a different question.
Okay.
What do you think about battle royales? Let's talk about Fortnite, then H1Z1, and then Apex Legends.
Okay. I think that battle royales were really underrated. And since PUBG start to grow up, other games like League of Legends or Counter Strike had like less viewers. So now I think battle royales, it's like the same idea, but you can be like more creative, or you can have like completely different gameplay between for example um, PUBG and Fortnite or Apex, because for example PUBG it's like more strategy, uh, then Fortnite it's like you need to be mechanically good at the game, and Apex is like action 24/7. So I think that there are so many battle royales, more than I want to. I think that there are gonna be two battle royales that are Fortnite and Apex, that are gonna be like in the top games, and then the other battle royales are gonna die.
I think
I
due
think
to
that.
to PUBG becoming a corporation, I think it will be the third best battle royale for a long time.
Well, I didn't played PUBG. I used to watch it, but I never played.
Yeah, I'm actually shoutcasting PUBG for the National University Esports League. Um, I really don't know much about the game in terms of shoutcasting, but I do know enough that will keep me afloat. Hopefully, I'm in the show next week. Maybe I'm not very sure. And in regards to producing, I currently, career wise, want to attempt producing professionally, but I also want to change careers. I'm looking at options at the moment. I've got options. I'm just considering them, you know. And in regards to battle royales, I got a knife in Apex Legends. I don't know how I got a knife for the class that I hate the most, but I got a knife.
I don't know what's going on with Apex. I mean, uh, I think that Apex, or the company who created Apex, uh, did really good things when they invest in their product. Or when I mean invest, is that they created like a tournament that they gave like $50,000. They are constantly patching bugs or upgrading for PC players. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, let me repeat that. I'm gonna. I think the man version of Fortnite is Apex, and that's why people like Apex so much because they want to get away from the younger audiences. It's similar to how Minecraft came about in 2011, 12, whatever. And now how Minecraft is still one of the most popular games, even though it's not streamed, talk about, or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
It,
but
it,
it's
Go ahead.
well, keep going.
No, 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 you go.
It's because Minecraft is constantly um, like being upgraded, releasing new things, new stuffs. Instead, I think Minecraft, yeah, it's releasing a lot of stuffs, and then Fortnite started to release a lot of stuffs, but changed completely the gameplay. So the point to have a good game is that you need to improve it, but touching, not touching the gameplay. You know, I don't know if you understand me.
Can you try to elaborate so I can try and understand?
Okay, I mean, if you take Minecraft released a lot of things that didn't change the gameplay. So Fortnite was a really good game, but then Epic Games started to release really um, a lot of things that were not necessary in the game, and they completely changed the gameplay. So as I said, I think the problem with that is that people don't wanna start to play another gameplay in the same game. They don't want to learn another thing that they learned before. So
I agree with you, to be honest. I think I think people don't want to get out of their comfort zone most of the time, and I think that's an issue. But if the sooner you can figure out that you need to get out of your comfort zone often, the sooner you will evolve in life. If you know what I mean.
yeah, but not in games. I mean,
Yeah.
you play games just for fun and enjoyment. If you change completely the gameplay, you need to learn new stuffs, and it's like a completely different game. If well, go ahead.
I'm currently looking at the viewer account in Twitch at the moment, game related viewer account. I just want to say that the IRL to just chatting change didn't make much of a difference, but it was a good change. I think this. I think Twitch is differentiating IRL content from gaming content in a very exceptional manner, and I am very supportive of that change. But I also think maybe broader categories may need to be released in order for Twitch to really change. So for example, I know there's tags. Tags are the newest thing, but maybe add tags as a major feature on the website. Because if people want to watch battle royales, they can just click on battle royale. If people want to watch MOBAs, they can just click on MOBAs. For example, I'm not sure if that's already no. So for example, if someone goes here, they could just put tag and then put a filter on it. And I know the filter system does usually work, but people are not very fond of filter systems. I could actually try and use it right now. Let's search for battle royale, and you see, okay. So they already did that actually. I was just unaware. But maybe. What if I want to watch streams in English, for example? Okay. I haven't really explored the new Twitch website that much, but
you can
it looks
search it
really
in
nice.
English.
Yeah. Because I know a lot of, I know like not a lot of, I know like a couple of languages fluently, but I also only want to work with English streamers because although I know the languages, I don't really want to keep switching between languages since English is my primary language, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think about all the. Well, actually, what do you think about Shrouds becoming once again the most popular streamer on Twitch?
Well, he, as everyone says, he's the best aimer in NA, and you can see in every single stream that he's like godlike. He's not from this world. So it's a kind of a stream that people don't watch for fun. They watch for fun, but Shroud it's not reading constantly the chat. He's focused on the game. He's good at playing, so people watch his stream because he's really good.
I agree. By the way, guys, if you want to ask a bunch of questions before he leaves, or myself, because I'm ending the stream after this, feel free to hop on my Discord, and I'll bring you into the call. But if you say anything controversial, you'll most likely get kicked within 5 seconds. Just want to
I
let
can
you
answer
guys know
one more question if you
one
want.
more question from a viewer audience. Okay. Or actually, ask in
or
chat. Ask in chat. Asking in chat is probably the best way to go. If you want to ask in chat, I'll filter the good questions from the bad ones. So feel free. Um, what do you think about Ninja's fall in viewership?
um, I think. Well, let me see how many um subs have Shroud. I think the problem with Ninja is that he's really good. Um, Not as good as Shroud in my opinion, but um, he was like blaming their teammates or blaming people because they were ghosting or
Yeah,
supposed to ghost.
yeah.
He always he died. He didn't recognize that he played that bad. You know,
I think
he
he's very
has like a lot of ego.
self-critical. He's very self-critical of his plays, and if he thinks it was a
Well,
teammate's fault, he'll probably say something. But if it isn't, he'll probably just go quiet. Maybe. No.
if you're self-critical, you would recognize your mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of
Obviously.
that,
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
recognizing that it's blaming their teammates or whoever.
I have a good example in League. I like to say this is my teammate's fault, but then at the end of the game, I look at my score, I look at my stats, and think, actually, I didn't do that good. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
I think venting is fine just as long as you realize afterwards what happened, you know?
yeah. There are, well, streamers could be famous or could be or could get viewers um, if we can split it because you can be really good at one game and people start to watch your stream because you're really good, or people can watch your stream because you are kind or you reach you are communicative with your chat, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
charisma is a huge factor as well on Twitch, apparently.
Hmm. Yeah.
I like a person that I really like charisma wise, is Greek and Doc, because there's some, like, Doc is very cocky, which makes it so entertaining to get him, like, to watch him.
Also Greek.
Greek is also so cocky, but that's the thing. Like, you watch who you want at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Well, you can have days that you wanna uh, watch streams to improve your gameplay, and other days that you wanna watch streams just for fun and have a good time. But yeah, at the end of the day, you choose what do you wanna watch.
Yeah, I agree with you. Mm, I think that I think as a viewer you get very confused as who to watch because you subscribe or follow so many people.
Yeah. Well, I don't follow so many people right now because, well, I used to watch a lot of Twitch, but now I have like my two or three Apex streamers, my two or three League of Legends streamers, and that's it. I don't have that problem.
Hmm. I'm the
That's
same.
it.
I really just watch people depending on the game they're playing, and that's why I use
Hmm.
Twitch. If they're
Yeah.
playing Fortnite, I don't watch. If they're playing Apex, I might watch, but Apex is a bit boring to watch. If they're playing Football Manager, I might watch just because of their personality. If they're playing League, I'll probably watch just because I want to get better at the game. And if they're playing, what else? What games really captivate me? I don't know.
Yeah.
I change games like I change my underwear, so you know. Um,
Yeah.
I really don't have
So
any
yeah.
much anymore to discuss in regards to games or categories.